Hello everyone, I am Loki616 and I am back. Notice how I didn't say I'm back playing some more Scrolls. If yous have watched the two preceding videos in this playlist, you will know that there isn't a third game. I won 2-zip um, in that first round. Got really lucky towards the end there, hence the reason I want to put this up as an anti-spoiler, because by the end I might not have won. It was one idle away from defeat. Um, so I figured I'd keep everyone on the edge of their seats, as it were, not just going through the motions of listening to my rather dulcet tones. Um, yeah, so I will just leave this up here as an anti-spoiler. I'll stick on some YouTube music, but there will not be any game going on in this particular video. Sorry about that, folks. I just feel that this is better to make sure that people don't realise that it was only a two-game series. Uh, Obviously, it would have been nice to have all three games in here just to show, but my opponent did actually have to leave anyway. Um, if in the future we get a situation where I either lose or win 2-0, I may try and keep my opponent around for a little bit longer and just play out the third game, just to to have played it, just so that we can stick, so that I can stick a third game up on YouTube, and just say, and just again, so that there's no spoilers, but you will actually get a game to watch. Um, while I've got you here, I'm just going to mention a couple of things. First off, my own tournament is off. I decided against doing it for the simple fact that I had maybe 4 people respond. Um, the way it looked from the replies, it was possible that I had 4 people respond in like 5 time zones. So it would have been really tricky to get people to play together, and I just felt that the hassle for you guys just isn't worth it. For the rather minimal prizes I was able to offer. I'm not as big as Scrolls Guide. I can't offer decent prizes, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, um, I think that's pretty much that for the tournament. I will, of course, try and cast a couple of games. When Scrolls Post and Summoner goes back up, I will be attempting to use those. It's actually been a really long time. I'm wondering, like, Mojang must have changed a lot on the back end, because I thought Summoner basically just came straight back up the day after the last patch. So the fact that it's been down for about a week now kind of says that Scrolls has substantially changed in the nitty gritty of it, and Summoner isn't coping with it. Their coders, I'm guessing, are working really rather hard to try and make it work, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Hopefully in a couple of days we'll have it back, and I can go looking for some replays to cast for you, because I'd like to do that. I'd like to cast some high level stuff, see what it's like to not be personally invested in the game, because I've noticed that I get a little bit slower and more dreary when I'm losing a lot of games during the day. Whereas if I'm winning, or if I've had a good day, I'll come home, I'll be chipper, I'll be, more upbeat about it. So I'm just wondering what my casting would do in a game that isn't my own, that I have no vested interest personally, but just like to see some good Scrolls play. Um, yeah, I think that's about it, really, folks. What else would there be left to say? I'm trying to fill up the time, if you haven't noticed, so that you're not just listening to YouTube music. Suppose I could give you more general channel stuff. I am currently looking into getting myself fraps. Um, I am gonna try and get some money together for that, so that I can use fraps rather than Open Broadcaster software, because as much as I love Open Broadcaster software, it's a really good system. it doesn't work with every game particularly well. For example, it does not like Xenonauts, which I can now play quite happily because I've changed my mouse. It also does not like Cube World, uh, which I've been playing a little bit of. I wanted to try and get a video out, but obviously it would have given everyone in the audience epilepsy, or rather, it would have caused seizures in those people in my audience who do have epilepsy. Um, so yeah, uh, looking into getting Fraps because it works. I know it works with those games because I have tested it in the demo that's only 30 seconds long, but it's like $25 for a license, and that's a little bit more money than I've got to spend at the moment. Um, although having said that, I did just buy Shadowrun Returns. Possibly I should spend more money on recording equipment and less money on awesome games. I will be playing that tonight when it unlocks in. Well, it's an hour away from me, so because it's 6 o'clock in the UK, and for some reason it unlocks at 7. I don't know why, because it's clearly unlocked in America because the embargo's apparently been lifted because Force has put out videos. So I don't know. I'm a little bit wondering why that. But that's a very storyteller game. So I'm gonna play around with it, put up a video, see what everyone thinks, and we will go from there. I love it. I'm gonna be naming this, Game 3, and what I'm actually using it is as a channel update. There's got to be something else I need to mention to you guys. Oh, that was actually what I was going to say. Anyone interested in Blood Bowl? I don't know how many of you that will be, but any of you interested in Blood Bowl, I will have. I have had a game last week because the games seem to like have 2 week timers on them now for some reason. Unfortunately, my game last week had a massive problem in that I stupidly was sitting here drinking, put my mic up to silence it for a second so I could have a drink, and accidentally, after I've pulled my mic down, it didn't unmute, meaning that most of the first half is silence. And in the second half, I had a lovely recording bug and it doesn't play. So so I might just re-record from my replays because I do have the replays with me. Just re-record it. Honestly, it wasn't a good game. I'm not best pleased with how it went because I got really badly unlucky. Even the guy said at the end, dude, you got so unlucky. It went. It did. It was ridiculous. Things that I was failing and he was succeeding at, the roles were just so skewed. And I mean, it's clearly not his fault. It was just that I was looking at it going, I'm playing all right. I'm not doing anything massively stupid. But the things that should be succeeding are consistently failing. So, I don't know. Just, yeah. I got really badly diced that game, so I'm a little bit annoyed. Also, what else was there? There were other things. I suppose I can mention Decay again, although I did mention it in my actual video. Decay will be coming. It's on the test server right now. If you want some gameplay videos of it, go and see Blinky's stuff. He's done a bit of a I'm just going to throw a deck together kind of thing. So Decay is about, and I will be swapping over to Decay once it is released on the main beta server. Because, yeah, I like the look of it. I think it's time for a change. I like Order, don't get me wrong, I like Order. But I think there's going to be a lot of interesting tactics to find. And I'd quite like to find them, as opposed to have the alpha players just show us them. Like, I know they still get first dibs on it on the test server, and we'll probably have plenty to come out. But from what I've seen of it, there's going to be a lot of opportunity to mix it in with the free existing colours. Like there are already, not even just memorial. There aren't actually even any memorials built in, I don't think. There are just cards that will give you the other resources, or if you have the other resource, blah, something happens, that kind of thing. So clearly it's designed to be worked into other stuff, and not necessarily just played on its own. Um, so I might try some bits. For instance, some growth on there. Some rats would be really nice. Anyway, I think I've let this run long enough. I've had games that have been shorter than this, so I'm going to leave it here then, folks, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one.